Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Who the fuck is that guy?
I love you! My balls are hot.
Have you watched Bird Box yet?
Yeah, I have.
Have you? What do you think about Bird Box?
It's terrible, bro.
Oh, really? You didn't like it?
Fucking hated it.
Why? Tell me why.
My biggest issue with it was the fact that it gave you all these characters
Yeah.
who I couldn't give a fuck about.
Right? There were so many people. What, that old guy that was just grumpy as fuck?
Jon Malkovich, bro. First off, Jon
Yeah.
Malkovich, amazing actor.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Actually, probably one of the best actors around.
Very good,
Dude's
very
been doing it. Have you seen Con Air? Sorry, have you seen that movie Con Air with Nicolas Cage?
No.
He plays a Texas, I think he's a Marine. He's
Yeah.
a Texan Marine.
Yeah.
Gets, done for killing some dude at a pub,
Yeah.
protecting his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Then he gets flown in a plane, the Con Air, the convicts in the air, right?
Yeah, ah.
Anyway, Jon Malkovich plays a character called
Yeah.
Silas, alright?
Yeah.
He goes to kill this guy, and the guy looks at him and goes, "Please don't kill me." He's like, "Sai," and he goes, and Jon Malkovich flicks a cigarette, and goes, "Anara."
Oh.
So anyway, that's completely off topic. Welcome to our podcast. Completely
That's
off
all right.
topic.
Well,
I know, it's okay, so...
you don't want to ask me for my opinion of Bird Box?
No,
That's
don't
all
worry
right.
about it. I couldn't care less.
right.
Yeah, just those characters, man. Like the dude next door, the Asian dude, the gay Asian dude.
Did it make sense? Yeah.
What was the point of the, like, look, all good to have inclusive characters.
Yeah.
What did that, his relationship with another dude, like, what did that have to do with him? Like, you didn't see the partner either.
No. You didn't see the partner. Didn't the partner die? But why didn't they stay in the supermarket?
Why'd the movie get made? Have you seen Quiet? I believe it's called.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place.
No.
One of my favorite movies. I could remember the
watch
name.
that.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite actors, John Krasinski, The
Yeah.
Office. Big blessed to The Office, bro. I
John
love that
Clancy's
fucking.
good guy, bro. Hey, what about that John Clancy? Was that what the movie's called? John Clancy?
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy. Not
That's a
John.
video game.
Yeah, but it's also the series.
Yeah, it's Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, no, he's really
I'm
good.
all around my TV shows.
But yeah, so that's Bird Box is just a shit version of The Quiet Place.
Yeah,
The
it's
Quiet
very
Place is all
similar.
about sound.
Yeah,
It's all about vision, but
Yeah.
done shit.
yeah.
But have you seen the pedigree of actors they have, other than MGK?
So good.
I don't know why Machine Gun Kelly was in that movie.
Machine Gun Kelly was the guy, the skinny looking guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
I thought
He
he was. I
stole the
thought
car.
I thought he was dead after Eminem fucking roasted him, bro. That kill shot.
Yeah, that kill shot. Far.
kill shot.
Anyway, welcome. Hello, everyone. This is episode 8.
Is it?
Episode 8.
Is it
8
not-
weeks. Can you believe we've been doing this for 8 weeks?
Yeah, I know, huh?
Ridiculous, huh? 8 weeks. But after 8 weeks, we've decided that...
To hang it up.
Yeah, we're done. Thanks, guys. This will be a less than 10-minute podcast. Take care. We've obviously updated, if you follow us on all of our social medias except for Facebook, because they haven't verified our name change yet, but we've changed. It's a new era for us after 8 weeks. The UFC have turned around and, ushered in a new era. So are we. We're going to do that too. So, as of today, we'll be known as Across the Cage. I just feel like it's, I guess it better suits to what we're discussing. I feel like it's very unique as well. We found, we'll be transparent with you guys. We found that the championship rounds, there are about 470,000 people that use it.
So yeah, so it wasn't exactly the most original name.
No.
We thought it was, in the sense that no one else was actively using it.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting it to be fucking clean completely. But
No, not at all. Not at all. We didn't expect that at all. But I think also we were just really eager to get this going and get this started. That
sure.
we just sort of landed on a name that sounded really good and didn't really do our research enough on the name. So
Well, we did, but our biggest thing that we said was that there was no active people when we did find it.
that's right.
But then when we did come across it, I think the moral thing to do, especially that fact we're not doing too bad, is that if someone's active and they're
Yeah.
using the name, then
Yeah,
it's probably not fair.
It's not fair on them. So yeah, we've ushered in Across the Cage. It's going to be more streamlined as well. So it opens up the door for many things that the many ideas that we have moving forward. Again, this is only 8 weeks old, so we're enjoying it. The feedback that we're receiving from all of our social medias is is amazing. It's overwhelming, and we didn't expect it so soon. I think you could probably agree with me that we expected it to be a little bit less than what it is now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But to have the reach and the subscribers and the viewers across all platforms is humbling. So thank you. I'm looking forward to where Across the Cage takes us. And shall we stop crying and get on with what we want to talk about?
Yeah, all right. Let's get cracking. Huh?
There is a lot to talk about this week. Well, there is, but there isn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to come off some bigger cards, especially coming off a double champ attempt, and it's hard to back that up really.
Yeah,
the following week.
Judge off the cusp of the double champ attempt by TJ the week before. We obviously had the Bellator card this weekend. I mean, granted that Bellator is probably the number 2 organization at the moment in regards to mixed martial arts. But nonetheless, I think they put up a pretty exciting card over the weekend. Did you see? Do you know the backstory behind? I don't want to step up his name. He had Chris Pratt in his corner. Did you see that?
I saw the picture. No, I only caught 3 fights in that whole fight, which was
here we go. Adel Altamimi. So Adel Altamimi, he was in the. I don't want to stuff up this story. So he was a part of the army, and he watched his. I think it was his brother and his cousin get beheaded in front of him.
So
they were captured by
Syrian or Iraqi?
Yeah, Iraqi.
Okay.
Iraqi. He was. They were all captured. He watched, his cousin and his brother. I'm pretty sure it's those two. Again, I'm paraphrasing of who the people are, but both beheaded in front of him. As he was about to be beheaded, his team, the SWAT guys, came in and rescued him. Got sent home. And turned to mixed martial arts. He trains out of oh my god, the training camp. What's the training camp called? Fucking hell, I'm so bad with
so was he Iraqi military or American?
American.
And his brother and his cousin served in the same unit?
Yep, all on the same time. All at the same time, yeah. Because he trains out of a training camp that have all the ex-military guys.
Yeah.
And also, as I mentioned before, he had Chris Pratt as in his corner as well. It was so weird. That was so awkward because I believe...
So he worked with the US Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be strange to see all families serving in the same unit.
Yeah. Where's the... Oh, here we go. Just read the story from here. But I found it so... I felt a little bit uncomfortable. Like, Chris Pratt, cool, you're in the corner. That's awesome. But when he was... He'd won, I believe he's Muslim, so he went down to kneel and pray to Allah, and sort of Chris Pratt joined him.
Yeah. In
front of him. They were just across from each other on the knees, and Chris Pratt was kind of like getting in the picture and trying to copy what he was doing. It was like, just give him his moment for a little bit.
Chris Pratt's super religious though.
Cool.
No, I'm just saying. So,
but also, you're so famous, you don't need to steal this guy's moment. You know what I mean? And then even in the interview as well, Chris Pratt was next to him while they were having the interview in the octagon. You know what I mean?
I think there's 2 things to that though. I think that initially they probably already would have spoke about that, and the fact that just having Chris Pratt in your picture is going to help.
Yeah.
Secondly, like I said, I follow Chris Pratt. I think he's a cool dude, man.
Oh,
I think
100%.
He's fucking
100%.
awesome. So he's heavily religious. So maybe he's just very open to, worshipping. I mean, we'll get to a religious discussion.
Oh, don't.
But inherently, it's all the same with that thing. So
yeah.
Look, man, I think it's a nice thing.
Oh, it's an amazing story, and I think I judging by what they were going on about, like the video packages and whatnot, just hearing the story, it made you have a connection to Adele, and it was good to see that. It was good to see somebody that's been through such like the worst type of like trauma and experience to turn his life around, come back. Well, I mean, turn his life around. He's like You know, it was not. He was obviously in a dark place because he saw what had happened to his family. But you know, to be a part of a large organization and you know winning fights, it's amazing to see. Obviously, we got the win via armbar, and yeah, got that pretty quick fashion as well. First round. The training camp. I want to know what his training camp's called, bro. It's doing my head in.
No,
because the training camp, Unbreakable Performance Center. There you go. That's what it's called. Unbreakable Performance Center. Because I know a lot of the ex-Marines or soldiers go and train MMA, and that's what Chris Pratt's. That's where he trains. That's what it's all about. You look so interested, bro.
What about this stuff?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking just more about it.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy story. When it was the first time I'd heard of it over the weekend, it was just mental.
Yeah, well, so,
Absolutely
I mean,
mental.
you know, I'm heavy into all that military shit. So, not having heard these stories, all I'm thinking about now is for this to finish and for me to start researching about his story.
Yeah,
But,
no,
no, I'm thinking about it. It's
absolutely
pretty heavy,
mental.
man. At least he can actually say he's been to war, unlike all these other fucking cunts who goes, let's give him a war.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Well, I reckon somebody like that wouldn't even mention war at all.
no, because they realise the fucking significance of it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so then there was Juan Archuleta versus Ricky Bandejas. It was a pretty interesting fight. I mean, back and forth. It wasn't you know a fight that would make the headlines or one. It was just a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Archuleta winner via decision there. Jake Hager. Jack Swagger obviously made his pro MMA debut against JW Kaiser.
This is not in order, eh?
Yeah, that's in order.
This is in order?
Yep, that's in order.
Oh, I must have missed that. I've fucking completely.
I'm sleeping, huh?
Oh, I was watching it sitting down. I saw didn't the Pico fight come before this?
No. Aaron Pico was co-main.
And I thought this was co-main. No, I must be tripping balls, man. I
Yeah.
had a big weekend.
Yeah, all Australia Day.
Yep. So,
Happy
anyway.
Australia Day, bro.
Ah, jeez, bro. I'm not going to say it to you because
Why?
don't look very Australian.
No, you don't look any Australian, bro. You look non-Australian.
Yeah, no, I know. Fuck you.
Yeah. What did you think? What do you think of the pro MMA debut of Jack Hager? Now, look, I'm gonna say, JW Kaiser probably shouldn't have been there.
Okay.
I understand what they were trying to do.
Wait.
I asked you a question, then I answered the question. Sorry, bro.
All right, Dad, bro. Fuck.
Go to your room.
Yeah, so I think it was bullshit. It was fed to him.
Yeah.
It was fed a elderly man who had. It sounds like he's a bit of a shit talker. Even the commentators were talking about. He's saying how many fights he's had. I don't know. So it looked terrible.
Yeah.
He's like 30 fucking pounds heavier than him. 30 pounds heavier than him. He looks like he's fucking could be a bit on the Picos himself. He's massive, man. He was looking shredded.
Jake Hager.
Yeah.
But he's always been that big. Always been that big.
And shredded.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they do in the WWE? They got USADA over there.
They do have some level of like they've got their own their own testing.
The good thing about having camera, you look right down there and tell everyone that they're all legit.
They've in-house
Tell everyone
they've in-house suspended their own people for steroid use.
Okay.
Roman Reigns, their biggest star,
Yep.
got a violation for testing for something.
Chemo. Bro, what? Can't see you can't laugh about it anymore? He's fine. He's filming shit in fucking...
He is with the
Hobbs and
Rock,
Shaw,
yeah.
bro. The Rock
Yeah.
get tested?
Did
Rock Lesnar get tested?
you see him on the weekend?
No.
Royal Rumble, bro. As if you didn't watch Royal Rumble.
Nah, man.
Should we cover
Not
the
a
Royal
child.
Rumble? No. Well, I wasted 4.5 hours of my Monday watching the Royal Rumble.
I'll still recover.
You know what? Women's Royal Rumble, decent. Men's Royal Rumble, lackluster. This we'll finish. I've got a question to ask you about that, but we'll finish going through Bellator.
Yeah, it was a terrible fight. Didn't like it. Submission was...
But JW Kaiser just looked like someone's dad.
That's what I said.
Just some guy in a bar just went up and just like,
you watch South
come.
Park?
Yeah.
You know when Randy goes to the game? I thought this was America.
Well, this is America, huh? Well, this was America.
And yes, that's
funny.
basically what it was.
Yeah.
Just some kid's drunk dad
Yeah.
stepped in there, got his ass beat.
Did you know as well, Jake Hager, in college wrestling, beat Cain Velasquez twice.
Yeah, but do it now.
Probably could do it now.
You reckon? Not sure if serious.
What? How many? Just think about how many surgeries and injuries that Kane's had. Kane's beast. Kane's number one beast. It'd be a tough fight. Standing, striking with Jake Hager, Kane finishes him.
With the coach that they have, they would not be putting Kane in for no reason. So that's. I have zero doubt that he'll finish Ngannou.
Oh, Ngannou, yeah, of course.
What? And you're saying you're telling me he's going to be more of a fucking
in pure wrestling?
challenge?
In pure wrestling, I'm not talking about striking. Striking, Cain Velasquez finishes.
I'd be way more scared of Ngannou than this cunt. I 1-0. At least Ngannou now has had time to train.
But then you also got to think about the psychological warfare that this guy's already beaten Kane twice. And I understand it's in college, but...
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
I know it's not.
You see, if you sit there going to really dwell on... someone else has beaten Ben Askren, who's relatively one of the best wrestlers to do it. Mm-hmm. I forgot the exact name, but he's a UFC fighter. Who's the guy who kept missing weight? Johnny Hendricks. Beat Ben Askren in college.
Yeah.
I feel like Ben Askren would beat him now.
Yeah.
If he was on the juice.
That's true.
Johnny Hendricks. He changed after the juice.
Oh, big time. Big time. Became possibly the worst fighter on the roster.
Sad.
I know. Oh, he's retired now, so don't need to. He's an afterthought. But he was a champ.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Because you're an afterthought. Johnny Afterthought Hendricks. Sorry, bro. Shit, I shouldn't bag fighters I need, bro. Can't help it, it's Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks, the fat version of Michael Chiesa.
You apparently love now.
But no, I didn't realise that he uploaded it. If I knew he uploaded it, I would have liked the photo.
Conor McGregor, bro.
Please don't. Conor, I know you listen to this podcast, please. Please don't. Alright, co-main. Aaron Pico, Henry Corrales. Now, I have to eat my words. Obviously, I talked up Pico, and obviously you can see Aaron Pico striking is just on another level. Now, there was an interview with because he trains boxing with Freddie Roach. Mm-hmm. And Freddie Roach had come out and said that if Aaron Pico was to jump into boxing now, he'd be a world champion straight away in boxing, right? The one thing that I found in this fight was his output, amazing. Defending, non-existent. It looked like it was the young guy's mentality of I'm just going to walk forward.
100%.
He obviously knocked him down, but didn't take advantage of the knockdown and allowed Corrales to obviously recover.
I've never seen such a fucking waste of a game plan.
Yeah.
Against someone who's 17-3.
Yeah.
And you're fucking you fought 6 fights professionally.
Yeah.
2 of them, one of them that you lost prior to this fight.
Yeah. And
like you're saying, the dude's a phenom with the striking, right?
Yeah.
But fuck me, who walks into a fight against someone 17-3?
Yeah.
And expect to to fucking just walk away with it.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. You rocked him. Okay, but you didn't. You failed on keeping him down.
Yeah.
Okay, you failed to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he went for those body shots, which he's finished 2 fights with the body shots now.
Yeah. So
and fucking one of the best highlight real body shots ever.
In an interview with Ariel, I think that came out earlier today with Corrales was saying that those body shots were. I reckon a couple more. He said his ribs were broken, snapped in half. But again, Pico just allowed Corrales to get those uppercuts in, and vicious knockout. It reminded me a little bit. Oh, actually, no, that's the main event. But the knockout, he knocked him out. You could tell as his body kind of rocked forward and then sort of leant back, and then those 2 shots as he was falling down, just icing on the cake. And yeah, it's hard. So, what if you're Aaron Pico? What do you do? You go away. What do you do?
I don't know, man. It depends what's going to happen with his mindset.
Because Aaron Pico has wrestling skills. He's a fucking legit wrestler.
Well, I don't know. I think that what Freddie Roach is saying about boxing, he should take that. Because for me, personally, I'd take the boxing route that young as well, mainly because of the money.
Yeah.
Look, he's got a little bit of a name on him already.
Yeah.
Give him a couple amateur fights, put him in, and what? 6-7 fights, 6-7 victories, you're already on a couple $100,000 per fight.
But he's probably on that now.
No way, man. Oh, I mean, maybe with the sponsors, but he'll be with sponsors and the boxing money on top.
Yeah.
There's no way Bellator's going to pay more than him into a couple boxing fights under his belt. You have people on 10 fights and they're making a couple hundred G.
Yeah, and he's only 22, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'd go the boxing route. Now, look, if his passion's this, well, no, I fucking...
Oh,
who am I to say it?
For sure he's passionate.
Who am I to say it? But I'm just saying, man, I'd take the money.
Because he
at
already
this
has
age,
wrestling skills.
At this stage, take the money, come back at like 28. Do it the other way around. Look, you already know how to... Yeah, you already got wrestling skills. Work on it, but then also focus on the striking.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that he needs to evaluate what he... Obviously, like you said, his passion is MMA. You can tell at the age of 22, the guy is going to be legit. Like, just imagine when he gets to 25, he's going to be
That happens a lot. That happens a lot. And I feel like the people who...
Because it'd be a bad one for him to recover from as well.
Look. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He got fucking flatlined.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big thing. Now, he's always going to see that highlight forever because it's one of the biggest fucking hits I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so clean. It's you know when you see a dickhead you want to punch in the street?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
That's right.
That clean, your entire arm comes out and it's just perfect.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah.
I bet Corrales didn't hurt his arm area. It just looked so clean, you know? It didn't feel like his wrist would have warped or anything.
No.
So
it was just timed perfectly.
Because 17-3, he saw that. He saw his arm dropping. Look what Stipe did to Adesanya did to Stipe.
Yeah.
Stipe knew that his arm would drop. It was the same thing actually in the clinch.
Yeah.
Boom, finished him.
Yeah.
It's exactly what happens, man. So I don't know. This is nothing to him. He can come back. He could win, but depends on how he deals with the loss and how he moves forward.
That's right.
And him not throwing the fucking game plan out. Now, if he comes back and chucks an Ngannou versus the Beast,
Derek also.
then
Curry suicide.
You know, and he loses it all and isn't able to bring back that ferocity that he has.
Yeah, Curry suicide done. You're done because you become a boring fighter then, and then you become
he's got
like
a hard,
everybody else.
Look, when I think about it, he's got a hard comeback. He comes back out swinging against you, get the knockout, and gets fucking laid out again.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm taking him on next, right, I'm gonna expect him to come at me again because he wants a highlight finish to get his name back out there.
That's right.
So what am I gonna do? I'm a fucking wait and just light him up when he has the opportunity when he overextends, which he clearly does, man.
He does.
You know that even that body shot he ripped. Now the guy was hurt when he ripped that body shot. But imagine he clearly goes for it without the person being rocked.
Yeah,
right.
Because it kind of just looked like when he was ripping those body shots, he had one arm, probably like just on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And the left just ripping the body shots, and this space in here for the other to go, oh, thanks.
There was not a single time he lifted the left hand back up to cover the head.
No.
I don't know why he didn't disengage and then piece him apart.
Yeah, because obviously he does a lot of boxing, and he should be working on this with Freddie Roach. Like, maybe get out of the clinch and just work inside the pocket.
Yeah.
Just work your boxing inside the pocket. You can use elbows too. It doesn't even need to. Just boxing.
Yeah, I know.
Work in the pocket. But
well, what are you gonna do, man? He's young.
Yeah. Well, again, you can only go up from here at the end of the day if you're Aaron Pico. You can't get a much worse result than that.
I'm saying,
I just don't want this. I just don't want it to repeat.
That's what I'm saying. There's definitely a possibility where
that's right.
This could happen.
Yeah. No, you're right. Then the main event: Fedor versus Ryan Bader. Vader. Did you expect this?
I was expecting it to go like 3-4 rounds. Mainly because I expected Bader to take it to the ground. Yep. I expected it to be a bit more of a fight and for both of them to get a bit pieced up.
Yep.
But Bader to win. I had Bader to win. 100%.
Yeah, we both did. Yeah.
Just take him down.
Do you think that result went the way that it did because Fedor has a weak chin, or was Ryan Bader's striking just too good?
Yeah, I just don't think Fedor was expecting that lead left hook to hit that hard.
Do you think it was a clean? Because it was timed so perfectly.
Yeah, he was out, but some of those camera shots that looked at Fedor's eyes completely rolled back.
Yeah,
so he was out with that shot. Some people were saying that it was the subsequent strikes, but nah, man, he was out with that first shot.
Now this is the one that reminded me a little bit of Dan Henderson versus Michael Bisping 1. Mm-hmm. Those couple extra shots after Dan Henderson already knocked him out.
Yeah.
So he was already on the floor, and then then Henderson just came in.
Yeah.
Moraes was already knocked out. Similar situation happened.
Well,
here.
no, but Bader said after he didn't want to go for those strikes,
Yeah.
but the fight hadn't been stopped yet.
That's right.
Fedor did come up now. I think that was more of the body just went, trying to get him to fucking correct himself.
Yeah.
But his body did move back up. He wasn't completely flat.
Yeah.
He had his chest and shoulders up. So, man, I would have come in for that one more strike.
Now, there's a couple of takeaways from this. Scott Coker afterwards came out and said that Fedor's contract's up. And he's also said that if Fedor wants to fight again, that's up to him. Do you think that Fedor needs to fight again?
Yeah, well, look, if Fedor's not in the situation as Chuck Liddell, he's not a Chuck Liddell yet.
Not yet.
He just
he's still winning fights.
He just took shots and was taking shots and fighting Chael Sonnen. So, no, he's far from it.
Yeah.
He's Russian.
Yeah.
So he's far from that position.
Yeah.
Does he need to fight? No. His legacy's set. It's unfortunate he never got his chance in the UFC.
Yeah.
But his legacy's set. Anyone who knows anything about the UFC, also MMA in general, knows Fedor. So
yeah, that's right.
He's beaten the best in their prime.
That's right.
I think he's beaten everyone. Every Strikeforce champ, every K1, beaten everyone.
Yeah.
Mika Krokop.
Yep.
Wanderlei Silva.
Yep.
Fucking Rampage Jackson.
Yep.
Did he fight Chuck Liddell? I don't think so.
I can't believe he only lost 6 times.
And 38 fights.
Yeah. Or
So-
38 no more. 44 fights.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So
Just out of curiosity, who's he
Far
lost
from
to?
it.
Who's he lost to, Fedor? I know he's lost to Vanderlei. He's lost to Dan Henderson. I know those two.
down there.
Let's see. Can you name? How many can you name?
What? Who he's lost?
Who he's lost to?
Oh man, I don't actually know his losses. I know now. I can say Ryan Bader. I don't know his losses. I've always focused on his wins.
Ryan Bader, Matt Mitrione, Dan Henderson,
Antonio Silva,
Fabricio Verdum.
Yeah.
One more. Keep going. Had a no contest against Nogueira.
Tayushi Kosaka. Oh, that dude's a legend, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
Yeah.
Did he die?
No, I think he's still alive.
Still alive? Yeah, sick. I must have got confused with someone else.
Yeah, still alive.
Yeah, no, this dude is, look, man, he's fucking knocking out the best to ever do, some of the best people to ever fight. See, Krokop, Mark Coleman, Mark Hunt.
Matt Lindland.
Fuck, man.
Fucking Arlovsky in his prime.
You know?
Fuck me.
And look, I would say, I would put money on the fact that you bring back both these fights, he would have beaten them in the second time around.
Yeah.
Especially Verdum. I mean, Verdum's good, but I kind of feel like this dude could do it all.
Fucking hell. But look at him all. Submissions, knockouts. Fucking hell. He could do it all, eh?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
His legacy's done. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore.
Mark Hunt to submission. Mark Hunt doesn't have a ground game, Stefan, bro. What? Doesn't know how to fight on the ground, bro. Didn't know that, man.
Knows how to kickbox.
Yeah. Doesn't do too well for me in the MMA, but
I don't want to talk about Mark Hunt. It's sad. It's sad. I don't want to talk about Mark Hunt. So now, interesting question. Okay, so obviously out of contract with Bellator. If you're Dana White, do we know why he was never signed with the UFC?
Oh, it had something to do with after the Strikeforce, and Strikeforce, and what was the one in Japan?
Ryzen. No, not Ryzen. Oh my God. Pride. Yeah.
Remember they did the crossover?
Yeah.
They gave fighters. Then they fucked Strikeforce.
That's right.
So then Dana White was like, nah. And then they snapped him up anyway, so.
Do you think that I don't think he's gonna have a run for the title. But do you think just for the sake of Fedor fighting in the UFC, do you reckon you fight you for the pay-per-view money, do you think you sign?
I'd pay it. I'd pay for it.
Yeah.
I'd definitely pay to bring Fedor over for a 2-fight contract.
Now, who would you match him up against in the heavyweight division? Because top 5, don't go close.
Are you sure?
Top 5 heavyweights, Fedor versus DC.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, but you really want to count out Fedor, man? Look at him. Nah, man. I don't agree. I don't agree with the fact we just looked at his record.
Yeah, I know.
He can do it all.
He can still do it. He can. But just against someone like DC, no. Close, but no.
Young Fedor would.
Young Fedor against anybody in the heavyweight division.
Sleeping them all.
Yeah.
Giving them all the pico, man.
Yes. Let's look at the top. The top. The rankings of the
You're right, bro. How about go to fighters?
Fighters and then rankings. How about that? UFC.com. Fix your website. All right.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry.
Don't forget, Cejudo went up. Yeah, it's pound for pound.
Oh, I thought he was dropping top 10 in the fucking division.
All right. Now, that would be a good one. Arlovsky versus, again, that'd be 2.
I personally think...
What about JDS, bro?
I think JDS, Alistair Overeem, Taito Ivasa.
Bro.
All right? Give Ty another ledge.
Yeah.
If there's someone who can knock him out, it'll be Ty.
Mm-hmm.
If there's someone who definitely could get knocked out...
Now, that's the thing. Do we want to put him up against people that we want to see win? Or do we want to put him up against people that are just legendary fighters who we want to see Fedor win? You know what I mean?
That's hard, man. That's hard. Look, I want to see Ty win.
But me too. I want to see him win too. I want to see him beat anybody in that heavyweight division. Yeah. At the same time, we're talking about Fedor. We're not talking about Ty.
Look, man, he basically had Dos Santos. He basically had him. Yeah. He's rocking him right up in the cage, and then got into that Pico mindset and got fucking finished.
Yep.
You know, I think Mark Hunt gets into that as well.
Yeah.
And you know, the big thing as well, no matter who you criticize or we criticize in this, it's all just there's always a negative with a positive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing's actually legit in terms of having an issue with the person themselves or the overall fighting. We don't fight. But look, people make mistakes in the octagon and it costs them fights. But a lot of the time, I think people would agree with us, even the fighters themselves, that they get careless or, along those lines.
Yeah.
But I think Fedor take on anyone in that top 3. Sorry, not top 3. Sorry, anyone in the top 10 would bring money in. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, of course. Him against, I think everybody outside the top 5. I think that's money. Fedor versus Overeem, Fedor against Dos Santos, even against Olenek.
Yeah,
that's a good fight too. Marcin Tybura. I mean, Tybura's a fantastic fighter, but I don't think at the moment he's not somebody that's selling pay-per-views.
No, but it would be you could feed Stefan Struve to him.
Yeah. Again, Arlovsky, same thing. I think it's more just...
I don't see him knocking out Arlovsky. I don't see that being... I think Dana White would look at that as well and be like, you won't see a knockout in that fight.
No.
In the Arlovsky fight. Arlovsky won't play his game.
No.
So Stefan Struve will play that game.
Yeah.
And maybe get finished.
Yeah. No, you're right. But point being, I'd love to see Fedor in the UFC.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Yeah. I mean, Dana, get your checkbook out, please. Uncle Bobby Dana. Uncle Bobby Dana, please. Get your checkbook out. Ryan Bader. Now, obviously, there was a lot of news around, obviously now he's a 2-weight world champion. First ever to do it in Bellator. There's a lot of talk about the cross-promotional UFC versus Bellator, double champ versus double champ.
So my idea.
Yeah. Well, we were discussing it last week.
Yeah.
How funny.
Now, I need to somehow cash in on this.
There's a weasel. There's a weasel.
I need to cash in on
One
this
of our listeners is a weasel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Dana listens, bro.
I need to cash in on this.
Dana, Ariel.
It's probably Ariel.
MMAfighting.com.
Yeah, clearly.
BloodyElbow.com.
Because of what we were going to do, the bloody knee.
Yeah.
That's why. They got some hate.
Yes.
They're burning.
The bloody knee. Yeah. But, so what do you think about that matchup? Ryan Bader versus DC?
Look. Oh. Is he in that movie now as well?
How about you just answer my question?
Ryan Bader versus DC?
Now, just for the listeners, we've just opened up we uploaded a photo onto the Facebook and Instagram page of a mock Bellator versus UFC. Carl, you're right, bro. Am I boring you? Am I boring you?
All right, sir. Teacher in class.
I'm boring you, bro.
Sorry, mate. I'm alive. I'm tired.
Jesus Christ.
I had 5 days off.
Fucking yawning, bro. Jesus. Yeah, you should be awake, man. Shit. So I've just opened up we uploaded it onto the Instagram and Facebook, the Bellator versus UFC card. Now, obviously, there's a couple of interesting matchups on the card, but mainly I just want to talk about Ryan Bader and DC for the time being. Right now at this current moment in time, who do you let's say at heavyweight, for both of them at heavyweight, who do you think takes it out? Now, obviously, we've already seen this fight before, and DC has beaten Ryan Bader, but now obviously Ryan Bader's had a really, really good run at in the heavyweight division at Bellator. How do you see this one playing out? If it was to happen?
So DC, I feel like wins most of his fights through the either the psychological or the dominant thing that you're worried about is wrestling. Okay, the only person who really contest him is Jon Jones and Anthony Johnson, Rumble Johnson, right?
Yep.
And I saw a funny video talking about the best fighters, and they called him Anti-Rumble Johnson.
Yeah.
Anti-wrestling Johnson.
Yeah.
And that was he should be wrestling all the time.
Yeah.
And he could beat DC
100%.
because of the striking, the fucking power that Rumble puts out. So Beta can fill that gap now.
Yeah.
And Beta can wrestle, and Beta can throw hands. So he's probably someone who could be in that pocket to win.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier is coming towards the end of his career at 40.
Yeah.
He's been through some fucking wars, been knocked out. I feel like Beta could get him. All I'm saying is there's no way it's a whitewash.
No.
There's no way.
No, I don't think so too. I think it's a pretty even matchup. You can never count out DC because DC is one of the goats of the UFC. He's run through them all. His game plans, his wrestling, his striking. He can do it all. It's hard to make a judgment on Ryan Bader, and this is why I think that Ryan Bader, he's obviously made, like I said before, he's had a good run in this heavyweight tournament. But can you really say that this heavyweight tournament had guys in their prime of mixed martial arts fighting?
No, of course
in the
not.
tournament? Because to me, the tournament, it's great. I love the tournament so much. But in saying that, it kind of looked like everybody was kind of on the way out. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying, 100%. But Ryan Bader's not, and look who won. The young guy who's coming through.
That's right. It
just reinforces the point that he'll clean up legends, and he'll go in to clean up people who are his same age and on that same level as him. I would agree with you saying say Chael Sonnen has won.
Yeah.
And then you say, had he taken on? I'm like, yeah, but he's also fucking old himself. Yeah. And he's not going to be able to then look down at the younger people.
Yeah.
Fucking Sonnen, I mean, I know he's the bad guy and he fucking talks the most shit. But I mean, he caught up Beta after that. After the fight.
Well, or if you listen to his podcast, every single week leading up to this fight, he was talking absolute shit about these guys. The Boar Fest. He was calling Ryan Bader the Boar Fest. Doesn't know how to sell tickets to a show.
I think Beta can definitely come off as a nice guy, man. He came off really well in that
post-fight
interview.
Of course.
At least enough gravitas. Plus, the dude looks like a fucking beast. So
yeah. Well, look, anything that attaches Chael Sonnen to it sells. He's proven that before.
I don't nowhere near as he used to.
Not nowhere near that he used to, but on a Bellator card, everyone's going to be interested in watching what Chael Sonnen does. Especially now with him, associated with Ariel and the reach that Ariel has, and now he's got that TV show Ariel and the Bad Guy, and it's on you.
I'd be surprised, honestly, and there's no shit talking to him because he's a fucking legend, bro. Chael Sonnen's really good at everything that he's done as of yet. I really like the way he, his post MMA career. Oh no, sorry, he's still fighting, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, I don't think a lot of people even know who the fuck he is, man. I'll be bluntly honest.
Well, the new MMA fans probably don't know much about
which are a lot of them now.
Yeah,
which probably outnumber us.
Of course. No,
so
you're right.
Other than you got, but then those guys aren't tuning in to watch Ariel and the Bad Guy.
No, because they don't have ESPN Plus.
No, not even that. They're just not tuning in because those guys just want to see Conor McGregor and
yeah, you're right,
and Israel fight. That's about it.
You're right. But just think about who Beta went through in this tournament. He went through King Mo. Then he went through Matt Mitrione. These are guys that have been in around fighting for such a long time.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But he cleaned them up.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Finished King Mo in the first.
Yep.
Did he beat Mitrione decision?
He
knocked him out?
I think he knocked him out too.
Yeah. So, shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did with ease.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. It's be interesting now to see. I mean, he can obviously make both weights. It'd be interesting to see what he does from here.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was I love the format. I love the style of what Bellator have done there. I think it's good marketing. I think the UFC should sort of take note and do something along the lines of this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, it'll eliminate a lot of the bitching and bickering that goes on.
That's right.
Maybe you don't need to do it every year, but do it every few years. Clean your fucking rankings up. Clean everything up.
That's right.
Prove who needs to be there.
You kind of reset You kind of reset
So,
whatever
The way I was talking to my mate as well is that, look, if you have 10 people, right, you give the top 8 automatic entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the top 8. And then you have people who are in the position of, so you give the top 7. How would that fucking work? Yeah, top 7. So then you have, 8, 9. Nope.
That was you. Not me. Oh, is it me?
That was you.
Is it me?
We got our first guest.
Hey! No idea.
Anyway, yeah, so you give the top 8, then you have 4 spots left, all right?
Yeah.
4 people left. And then basically what you do is for those 2 spots that are actually left, so because you got 10 people, you also let people who are ranked 12 and 11 have like a mini contest to get into the last 2 spots.
Yeah.
Because then now you open up more people, but also keeping the exact same amount of time.
Yeah.
Sorry, in that case, you would have, you'd be able to give the choice to Taito Ivasa and Arlovsky. I think, was Arlovsky 14 though? Or whoever was 11 and 12, and Tai's 11.
Yeah.
So you'd give them the opportunity to beat 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And if they beat them, they get to take their spot in that Grand Prix.
Yeah.
I think they should definitely do that. Because it just opens up everything and lets everyone readjust and see who they can beat. And it's fair. There's no bullshit around it. There's no shit talking. You know who you're going to take on.
That's right.
And everyone will obviously have replacements from here to there if need be.
Yeah, well, that's the tournament that DC won, in that heavyweight tournament that he won. I believe it was before he joined the UFC. He was a I don't know what they call him in America, but he was kind of like a fill-in for
someone.
Yeah,
I don't know the name now.
Yeah, I don't know what they use. It was like someone that gets called in.
Yeah.
To
a replacement.
Yeah, but they have some weird name for it. Yeah. But anyway, I think it's a good format to have if you're in any stacked weight division that you have. Like, let's take lightweight for example in the UFC. Perfect.
Is it stacked though? We're looking at it and
the lightweight.
Yeah. What are you talking about, man?
Lightweight.
I disagree.
You don't think that's stacked?
Fuck. I was thinking light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight?
Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, no, because we're just talking about heavyweight. I think we're talking about light heavyweight.
Just a note, in the light heavyweight division, Donald Cerrone jumped up to 9 in the rankings. It's not bad. Not bad. Gillespie up to 11. Not bad.
Fuck, he's going to kill it.
Gillespie?
Yeah.
2 years' time, world champion, I reckon.
Yeah. He's going to fucking munch his way through that division, man.
2 years' time, world champ. Gregor Gillespie. So yeah, that's Bellator. Now, there's a hearing tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it too much.
Yeah.
But there's a hearing tomorrow. The Khabib and McGregor hearing at the Nevada State Athletic Commission. What do you make of it? What do you think? What do you think will happen? Now, obviously, all we know at the moment is that Khabib's $1 million has been withheld. That's it. That's all we know. Now, there's a lot of rumors and speculation rolling around about suspensions and stripping the title and blah, blah, blah. What do you think will happen tomorrow?
Nothing.
You don't think anything will happen?
No, it'll just be some shit talking. No, reprimand them and move on. It's too much money. It's too much money moving around for them to really get in trouble. Plus, you know what they're going to do? Oh, here's a 6 month suspension. Oh, it's been 6 months. Go back and fight.
Yeah.
Bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a fuck. Because nothing will change. Dana will sit there with the hard on every time someone with big money steps into the ring.
Yeah.
Nothing will change. I'm not asking for a clean and perfect. Like, some people are asking for the, abolishing shit talking. Fuck that, man.
No,
I like it. But don't sit there and constantly pretend that something's going to change. Don't sit there and pretend that we're going to keep cracking down on roids and then allow roids to be so prevalent without the industry. Look, ask you an honest question right now.
Yeah, tell me.
Hopefully this doesn't ruin what little career we have here.
Yeah.
Do you think Dana knows blatantly about the steroid use within some of the fighters?
Fuck.
Look, I'll say it.
With Jon Jones, from what we can gather, from what we've seen, yes.
Yeah, I personally think that some people get tested before or after, or they just mention it, and he just knows. Like he knows.
We haven't even spoken about that. Jon Jones has his hearing tomorrow as well, but we haven't really spoken about that. Did we speak about that last week, or did we didn't? That Jon Jones had that VADA test.
Yeah, but it's just more fucking bouncing picograms everywhere. We know he's on roids. Well,
Yeah.
dude, number 50 test, he keeps bouncing. We already know he's on roids.
It's just so weird. It's just so weird how he seems like he's exempt from the rule. Like so
is Conor as well.
But he's not on steroids.
Conor
bro.
could walk in fucking a heavyweight, and Dana would be like, "Man, he's just been eating a lot. You know, he's looking good. He's looking healthy. I've seen it."
Yeah, but he had not had a failed test.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, Conor would be. So would Khabib. Anyone who brings him money is exempt.
Yeah. It does seem like obviously Dana has his favourites because they're the cash cows for him.
Why is Dana allowing fucking Brock Lesnar to come back?
Well, that
If
too.
The
That
Rock
too.
turned around and said, "Can I come find UFC?" What do you think Dana would say?
Of course. The whole reason why fucking CM Punk fought in the UFC because he's a big draw.
That's my point.
Yeah. I think Dana will do whatever it takes to get Khabib, cleared and obviously back fighting. Same thing with Conor. I think the focus should be on Khabib in this situation. I think Conor hasn't really done too much to harm, I guess, his time in the octagon. I hope we see him this year, whether it's against Cowboy, whether it's against Poirier, whether it's against Tony Ferguson. I just want to see him fight, man. But I want him to come in. I want to see him fight his proper 12 style. You know what I mean?
I think he's done.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done fighting. I think that the Conor of old is finished, and that's not a bad thing. That's not me talking shit because the dude's, would you say, possibly the greatest striker ever?
No.
Why not? I personally think
Anderson
the dude.
Silva is the greatest striker of all time.
Well, how do you nullify it to just the hands then? So what? Fucking hand striker then?
Yeah.
Then
Greatest boxer.
but then it sounds like boxing. But yeah, I know you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so okay, you can
The
say
greatest,
he's the greatest
MMA boxer is what
then,
you call
then
it.
yeah, okay, then to ever do it because the dude had ridiculous timing,
I agree. 100%.
ridiculous technique, comes in at those weird angles,
Yep.
reads people,
Yep.
and finishes them.
Yep.
So he's the best boxing MMA fighter to ever do it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Anderson, I mean, I think Adesanya's probably even already a better all-round striker than McGregor. Now Adesanya's got them Nigerian genes, bro.
Yeah, the Nigerian New Zealand genes.
Flicking them leg kicks, bro.
Yeah.
He's a ledge. So
Coming over 2 weeks away as well, by the way.
I know.
It makes me cry and hard at the same time.
Yeah. So you come from your dick.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's called cum.
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh, didn't realize. That's why it's.
We should get that star to come across. The more you know. Yeah. So. Yeah. No, man. Fuck, man. I just think.
Okay, what happens? What happens if Khabib gets suspended for 12 months?
Nothing. He'll wait and then come back fight you.
Do you think they have an interim belt? Do we see our first ever 2-time interim champion?
Would it surprise
Tony
you? But
Ferguson? No, not at all.
look, man. Look, I'm not trying to stonewall or block this conversation because the whole point of the podcast is so we continue to talk. But my point is, I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of it on the night. I'm sick of it on the night, seeing fucking thing jump over there.
It didn't need to happen. It didn't need to happen at all.
Then there was weeks of it, and then other people's stories get brushed under the fucking rug.
Yeah.
Other people's wins get brushed under the rug.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Chiesa's still trying to sue people.
He's still crying. Some say he's still crying.
So yeah, Rose is just about to leave the house.
She was about to leave, and then she saw the light. She saw a bus. It's not a bus, a truck. Papa 12 truck.
Yeah.
Went back inside.
She went to near a factory, saw a dolly sitting there.
She saw his glass broken on the floor.
You know,
But yeah. Shall we dive into this card, bro?
this Bellator card? Or are you talking about the upcoming card?
The upcoming card this weekend.
Okay, yeah.
Which, I believe this is on Fight Pass. This is on Fight Pass. I don't think it's on ESPN. I think it's just on Fight Pass.
I don't understand
It's out of
that setting.
Fortaleza, Brazil. Fortaleza, Brasilia. Fortaleza, Brasilia. I don't know. Fortaleza, Brazil.
I don't think I've seen this many non-locked characters.
I
ever.
know. It's crazy. Because they just get random Brazilians just to come in off the street.
They do that
From the
that's for real,
favelas.
though. That's a chic.
Yeah, they go in and out of the favelas. Hey, bro, you want to fight?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a jiu-jitsu position, transition,
Who do you want to watch this podcast?
position.
No one, apparently.
Jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu.
I'm done. I'm gonna run my own podcast.
So this is our main event: Assuncao versus Moraes. We'll start. I guess we're gonna have to obviously go through and name everyone because we have to respect. It's like praying for us. We've got to respect the fighters and who are putting their lives on the line for our entertainment.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're 0-11 or anything. If you're
at
fighting.
the end of the day, I want to give you some sort of some level of respect because, like I said, you are putting your bodies on the line for our entertainment. So we do thank you and we do appreciate you.
And apologies in advance for butchering these names.
Yes. All right. So to kick off things, we have got. Can you just click on that one, please, sir? Thank you very much. All right. So we've got there's a lot of Russians on this card as well. A lot of Russians and Brazilians. So you've got Magomed Bibulatov, who's ranked number 11 in the flyweights, versus Rogerio Bontorin. Bontorin's 13-1. Magomed Chabors, I said it good before. Bibulatov, 14-1. Yeah. Then you've got Ricardo Ramos versus Said Nurmagomedov. Now we haven't confirmed whether this is.
He's not.
It's not his brother.
I'm sure in the actual. I was watching once, and I'm sure they just said he's like a distant cousin or some shit.
All right.
In that form, he's not literally a brother.
A brother. Okay.
No.
Well, he's a brother, but he's not a brother.
No, yeah. He's definitely. Hey, do you want cheese on that, brother? But,
shit. All right. So Nurmagomedov is 11-1. Ricardo Ramos is 12-1. They're fighting out of the bantamweight division. Then we'll go on to the next one, which is these guys are fighting out of the featherweight division. This is Geraldo de Freitas Jr. versus Felipe Colares. Colares is 8-0. Geraldo de Freitas Jr. is 11-4. Then we've got, wow, Jesus Christ, Junior Albini.
Is that a baby head on?
Well, that's why it's called baby. So it's Junior Albini.
I didn't even read that.
Just snuck up on you, huh?
Wow.
Yeah. Junior Albini, 14-4. This is the heavyweight division. Coming up against Jairzinho Rosenstruck. Doesn't even have a country he's fighting out of. He's 5-0. 5-0. Then you've got the next one. You've got Thiago Pitbull Alves versus Max Payne Griffin. These are fighting out of the middleweight, 170. Middleweight? Is that welterweight?
A lot of people's out of Brazil, huh?
Yeah. Is that 170?
170 is
welterweight?
Oh wait, no.
Welterweight.
Welterweight.
Yeah, middleweight's 185.
185.
Yeah. Welterweight. Max Payne Griffin is 14-5. Thiago Pitbull Alves is 27-13.
I write that name, Max Payne.
Yeah, Max Payne. It just reminds me of Homer Simpson. Is that Max Power?
Max Power. Yeah, completely wrong. I just wanted to let that hang there.
Yeah, that's all right. Then we've got the women's flyweight division. Number 12 ranked Mara Romero Borella. She's fighting out of Italy. She's 12-5, taking on Tayla Santos, who's 14-0. You've got Marcus Perez. This is the middleweight division. Marcus Perez taking on Anthony Hernandez. Hernandez 6-0. Perez is 10-2. In the women's 115. What's 115? Strawweight, that's right. Women's strawweight division. You've got Lavinia Souza, the Brazilian gangster. Brazilian gangster, 12-1. Coming up against Sarah Frota, who is 8-0. Now, I guess we can move into the main card, the notable fights of the night, the fights that we look forward to. I mean, we look forward to all the fights because we love fighting. But the most notable one. So you've got Johnny Walker, 13-3, taking on Justin Leday. I think in this fight, I'm not sure if are you familiar with either of these fighters?
I am not. No.
I think Johnny Walker's striking. This is in the light heavyweight division. Johnny Walker, he's more of a striker. Again, it's a traditional striker versus a grappler fight. Justin Leday, he's I don't know. I think Johnny Walker's striking is a little bit too much in this fight. I believe this is Johnny Walker's UFC debut, or it's his. Yeah, I think it's his debut.
Yeah.
In the UFC. So, I think Johnny Walker gets this one done via TKO against Justin Leday. Justin Leday is 9-1. Johnny Walker 13-3. Johnny Walker fighting out of Brazil, which is funny because he's got the most American name.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
And Justin Leday is fighting out of the USA.
And he's called El Blanco.
Which is quite random. Anyway, Charles du Bronx Oliveira taking on David Tamor. Now, David Tamor's fighting out of Sweden. David Tamor is... he was on the McGregor versus Faber Ultimate Fighter season. David Tamor's ridiculous record. Was it 8-1?
Oh, I'll just jump back over to that now. Sorry for that. There you go. It's 8-1.
8-1 in the...
half of them being knockouts.
Yep. The other half decisions. And Oliveira, submission artist. Does have very, very good striking, but again, another fight that's, one's that traditional grappler versus striker.
Yeah, so
it's again another one of these fights where Tamer's striking may just be a little bit too much for Oliveira.
You never know, but man, you never know with these submission specialists, aren't they? They'll always find a way to tie you up and shut you down, So
yeah, I mean it's hard. I mean, if obviously in Tamer's fight camp, you obviously know you're coming up against a striker, so you're going to do everything that you're coming up against a grappler. You know not to put yourself in those harmful situations. I mean, some of them you obviously can't you can't avoid, but you got to be able to adjust your striking for those takedowns when Oliveira goes for them. If Oliveira's shooting for a takedown or a submission, you got to know how to defend it, and B, sort of strike at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why I love fighting so much, man.
There's so much to it, huh?
Yeah.
So next fight we got Damian Maia coming back in.
Ranked number 8. Had a couple of bad runs, huh? Damian Maia.
Yeah.
He has been doing it for a while.
He's been doing it for a long time.
Coming up against
Lyman Good Cyborg. What is he ranked? Nothing. He's coming from 15 or below, I guess. 15 is not ranked, yeah?
Yeah, well, no, 15 is ranked.
15 is ranked?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 16, 17, somewhere along that line.
Yeah, I guess somebody.
Yeah, just floating out there is what I mean.
Yeah, it's a random fight for Damian Maia to take. I mean, you know how Damian Maia is going to take this. Just look at the. I think this would be a really tough fight for him. Yeah, I think Lyman Good gets it done.
Yeah, man. Look at these strikes.
Yeah,
look at these strikes per minute, 5.73. Accuracy is good as well. Yeah, this guy takes a fucking shot, but it looks like that Maia can relatively stave off the shots. His defense is good.
Can he though? Look at that! Look at his fight against Tyron Woodley.
That's Tyron Woodley, but
I understand. But then, who did he fight after Tyron? Colby.
Yep.
He fought Colby, didn't he?
To decision. He fights everyone to decision.
Yeah, because all he does is try and get the takedown. Gets to a point where it's just annoying to watch because all he does is fake a what's it called? A knockdown to try and bait you into.
Hey man, you do what you got to do to win. It's within the rules.
I agree completely. But I just think if you're fighting in the UFC, you need to have some level of striking. You need to have some level of every aspect of mixed martial arts. You can't just have... I understand jiu-jitsu is your game, but make sure you get to the point where you can use your jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Use your wrestling to take him down. Use your striking to knock him down. You can't just I'm 100% jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm going to just walk forward, pretend like I'm getting knocked down, and then...
I don't know, man.
I understand it's in the...
I get it.
It's mixed martial arts. It's not pick your martial arts. You know what I mean?
All right. Someone's a hater.
What can I say, bro?
So next up we got Jose Aldo versus... how do you say his first name?
Renato. Moicano.
Okay.
Now this is a huge fight for the featherweights, man. Huge fight. Now obviously Jose Aldo's been at the top of his game for 10 plus years. Then got starched in 13 seconds by Conor McGregor.
And Conor hasn't been the same.
No, he hasn't been the same since. You know, he's had one win since McGregor.
No, two. He won the fight after McGregor and then lost to Max twice.
Was that... No, I thought... Didn't he lose to Max first? Oh, no, you're...
Yeah, he won one fight right after.
Yeah.
Again, the reason... I think we talked about this before. The reason I remember that is because McGregor had that photo of him staring through the cage.
Yeah, no, we
and he was staring right at him. So, look... So he beat Frankie Edgar.
He beat Edgar via decision.
Yeah.
And then lost 2 in a row.
Exactly.
And then won his last fight against Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah. And then that's...
That body shot against Stevens, that body shot.
Yeah.
That hurt me, bro. Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Now, against... Now, Moicano's been on a run. This one here. 12-1. He's got the height advantage on him as well. Height and reach advantage, actually. It's gonna be hard, man.
So he's just beat
his
Calvin
only loss.
Kattar.
His last loss was against
Brian
his
Ortega.
only loss against Brian Ortega.
Which is a loss to have and a submission as well.
Yeah, which is against Ortega. Basically, everybody gets submitted.
Yeah,
by Ortega,
no, that's
except for Max Holloway.
Except for Max Holloway.
You know, but he's beaten Jeremy Stevens. He's beaten Calvin Kattar. He's beaten Cub Swanson. Can you just click that as well? No, don't worry about it.
Zabari Togayo.
Zubaida.
Zubaida.
Yep. Split decision. That was in 2014. So 2 fights last year. He wins this. Could be next challenge for maybe Volkanovski. I think the winner of this fight should first Volkanovski. The winner of that fight versus...
Man, I'd love to see Volkanovski versus Aldo.
Oh, in Australia? Oh. How much hate would Aldo get in Australia, but... Oh.
There are enough Irish, man. On the construction sites.
Yeah.
Every guy's Irish.
Yeah. I was thinking about how many Irish pubs we have here too.
Yeah, I know.
It's mental.
You don't actually find many Irish at that pub, though.
No.
Like, I'll go to PJ Gallagher's and it's all, bro, what's going on?
Yeah. Guys, you want to go to Gallagher's?
Oh, shoot. Hey,
Wait, bro, you want to go to Gallagher's?
how much have you had to drink tonight, Al?
Oh, you alright, bro?
Yeah,
You look, you've had too much to drink.
Go down the road to the other one.
I can't let you in here, bruv. I gotta keep my job. You gotta go down the road, bruv.
I'm sorry. Please let me back into my
Western
local.
Sydney. It's Western Sydney lifestyle. I would love to see Volkanovski because like I said, I reckon the winner of this fight. I don't think Brian Ortega should take on Jose Aldo at all. I think they should just avoid each other altogether. I think the winner of this fight, like I said before, should take on Volkanovski. And the winner of that fight either takes on Edgar or takes on...
No. So the way I see it coming is Volkanovski.
The winner?
I don't think he's going to verse win. I think he'll be back quicker. And he might even fight someone below him while these two figure it out.
What, Jeremy Stevens?
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy Stevens is fighting Zabit.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe the winner of that.
I see him fighting
Zabit.
I see him
Don't fight Zabit. No. Volkanovski. Listen, bro. Listen, brate. Don't fight
Nah.
Zabit.
I think he can take him.
Don't fight Zabit.
I don't know what you're talking. I think he can take him, bro.
Zabit Magomed Sharapov.
Yeah, man. I think he can take him. We've seen Volkanovski has heart. Volkanovski has a ridiculous fucking cardio. But he's champ. He's champ material.
I 100% agree. I agree. I agree.
But you can't say you agree champ and then say don't fight someone. That's not the job of a champion. This guy's going to be up in top fucking 5 anytime. So you can't sit there and say that don't fight him.
I
So
know. I'm just trying to protect him, bro.
No.
I'm just trying to protect him for a potential loss.
He's gonna. I feel like he's gonna have to fight someone below him.
I'm just trying to look for the easiest path.
Well, the next fight is organized, right? So it's not the next rematch is definitely not Ortega. He got pieced apart.
Yeah.
So the next fight is gonna be the winner
of maybe this fight
of this fight. Okay. And depending on how the fight goes, if it's a clean win, then that person will go straight to it.
That's if Max Holloway stays at 145.
I think he will. I think he'll wait, do one more fight, and then take a run for the thing, and then stay up at lightweight.
Yeah.
He's also getting big enough. I think he's starting to make big money, and judging by the way he's so family orientated, man, I expect him to retire earlier than he needs to.
Now, I completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
Did you see what Max Holloway posted about Jameson whiskey?
No.
You didn't see this?
No, what's this?
Oh, bro. Only the biggest troll of all time. So, Jameson, which is an Irish
Yeah, I know who
Irish
Jameson
whiskey.
are. I drink many of the drinks.
Yeah, right. Read that. Read
238 years of innovation, hard work, unmatched quality. Not a watered down trend, a true pillar of Ireland, supporting the hardworking families of Dublin for generations. Thank you, Jameson Whiskey, for hospitality and sharing the people's story with me. The number one Irish whiskey in the world.
Oh, them direct shots.
I liked it. I didn't even read it.
Direct shots, bro, at McGregor. Direct.
Hey, you be honest.
They flew him out. They made him a bottle with his name on it as well.
Let's be honest, but they've been around for a long time.
They have.
So Proper Tour's been out for 1 year.
Not even.
So.
Not even 1 year.
Yeah. Look, he's not wrong. He's not talking.
No.
Yeah, I know.
But it's just, you can just tell that it's a direct, like Jameson obviously paid for Holloway to come out. As Joey Diaz would say, that's the fucking seed. That's the fucking seed. That's the fucking seed.
100%, man. Like
Oh man,
that's fucking.
That's the fucking seed, bro. And then he went to Croke Park as well. Go back. Go that one. Croke Park, bro. Imagine Holloway versus fucking McGregor. Croke Park, 82,000 people.
You want to see McGregor lose again, bro? Is that what you're asking for?
That could happen.
Sorry?
Could very well happen. I'd love to see a 5-round fucking war.
McGregor's been to the fifth round?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe against Nate Diaz.
Oh, that's so true. So, sorry, my bad. How'd he look? How'd he look in that fifth round?
Looks like he'd been through proper 12.
Yeah. Couple borders, proper 12. Yeah, no, I can't see him beating, modern Max.
It's an interesting topic to talk about, but not now. I just thought that'd be obviously it's a cool thing for.
Some people make the best art for this guy.
For Holloway, yeah, they do.
I mean, he's got a good.
Check
fan
out his
base.
Instagram; it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Straight out of Hawaii. Who do you think we're gonna make a pick?
For this spot, for the.
I guess we'll do. Let's just run through all of them. We'll talk about all of them, and then we'll make our picks. So Aldo Moicano. Are we saying, or am I saying, or are you saying? Maybe my opinion's different. That winner of this fight either versus Holloway for the title or versus Volkanovski.
Yeah. If Aldo wins, he's got the title shot. I don't think anyone would disagree with that. As if you wouldn't give Aldo another title shot if he wins this.
Another one.
Yeah.
I think UFC don't want Aldo to win.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay. Max Holloway versus Jose Aldo 3. After Max Holloway's already beaten him twice. Now, not just beaten him, pieced him apart.
You're right. But you gonna piss off the Brazilian fans? They're a pretty big fucking part of the UFC.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, man. It's a hard choice. It's a hard choice.
Yeah.
Maybe the next fight really is Volkanovski.
I think so.
Versus Ortega.
I think so. All right. Then you go into the main event of the evening. You've got Rafael Assuncao versus Marlon Moraes. Now, this is Marlon Moraes, ranked number 4 versus the number 3 ranked Assuncao. This is obviously in the bantamweight division. It's a pretty wide open bantamweight division as well. I'd say. I mean, Moraes has been he's been prodding along, making his way up the rankings. I think his last win was against Jimmy Rivera. I think he knocked out Jimmy Rivera in the first round.
Yeah.
Jimmy Rivera knockout first round. He's also beaten Aljamain Sterling
First round
and John Dotson via split decision. They've already fought once. The first fight they had was a split decision back in 2017. Very close. Very, 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 very close fight. Very close. So it'll be very interesting to see how this one plays out. Again, it's another couple of people that can just they're so quick, they're so explosive. They can pretty much do anything. That's what I like so much about the flyweights and the bantamweights, that they're just so quick and explosive. Except for Cody Garbrandt, you can pretty much do anything. You can grapple. You got good jiu-jitsu. You got good striking.
Yeah.
You know.
So the interesting, just to cut in the interesting, I think I'm actually finding the most thing about this card is how much time the bigger fighters and even the stories pull away from the ability to what time you have in your day to learn the different fighters. Because if there's been a card yet that I've been more fucking quiet on than ever, it's been this card.
Yeah.
I know.
I think everyone has as well.
3 people on this fucking card. And look, you've only got so many hours in your day to then go back and watch these other fights. And you're so consumed by the shit that's happening, like the stupid fucking hearing. And the 2 weeks full of news about a picogram, 14 fucking picograms, whatever the fuck it was. That's just an example of the fact that it pulls away from everything.
Yep.
This one hearing and then the subsequent results will pull away from this 100%
card. 100% agree.
And that's also, it's my responsibility as being someone who has a platform to talk on it, or, has chosen to have a platform to talk on it, to learn more about this.
Yeah.
To learn more about these fighters. But it's a bit eye-opening about how many fucking people I don't know about. Yeah. Now, granted, these people who are the locals, I mean, most of them won't even have contracts when the UFC leaves after this. They get one fight.
Yeah, it's the
you know what I mean. They're literally on one fight contract. So half these people here, you won't see again.
Yeah.
I know there's people who have been in there for long enough. It definitely takes we should be looking more into them.
Yeah, I think you make a good point. I think that. Especially this card, when you've got so many big names on the card, and you've got, when you speak Charles Oliveira, David Tamer, Demi Maia, Jose Aldo, Moicano, Assuncao, Moraes, these are guys that, you put them on a pay-per-view of the main card. These are all top level fighters that you put on a main event,
but not money.
Not the main event slot. More so like the main card of a pay per view.
But it's hard to care as much after the one we just got and the one we're about to get and the one that's following.
Of course.
Not care. Sorry, but it's hard to keep focused on it.
But they have such large ramifications for a couple of divisions. The flyweights and the featherweights and the bantamweights.
Yeah.
These are 2 fights that sort of see what's happens next in those divisions.
Especially if TJ is going to take on next.
Yeah, correct. Because TJ could be versing the winner of these. But that should be it, because Dominic Cruz injured. Cody Garbrandt's already got a fight. These are the next 2. I personally, should we go into our picks now, or should we just sort of discuss a little bit? I mean, Assuncao is more of a grappler. Has passable striking.
Yeah.
But his game plan is leaning more towards sort of grappling and takedowns and submissions. Not to mention that Moraes has a decent submission game, but he's more so the explosive power and the speed that of him moving forward.
He's coming off 2 knockouts first round.
Yeah. So it'd be an interesting fight. Obviously, it's a rematch. No 2 rematches have gone the exact same way.
Yeah.
So
except, are you saying ever? With different fights?
I mean, if you go back in history, I'm sure that there's
Max Holloway versus Aldo. Rematch went exactly the same way.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's go through and picks. Let's make up picks on this Brazilian card. Johnny Walker versus Justin Leday. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Johnny Walker because I'm unaware.
And now, what type of Johnny Walker is he?
Oh, I don't know.
Got to be blue label.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to be blue label. So Johnny Walker blue label. I think he gets it done via TKO round number 1.
It's a big call, man.
Got to make some sort of call. Got to make it interesting. All right. Charles Oliveira versus David Tamer. Who you got?
I mean, just looking at the stats alone, they're pretty well. They're pretty close together. They're not far off each other.
Yeah.
Decent takedown average, takedown accuracy. He's got some good takedown defense, man. 82%.
Yeah. Well, don't forget.
But Oliveira's got that submission game.
Oliveira has the record.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oliveira has the record of the most submission. All he does is submit.
Fuck, man.
Except for, he lost to Paul Felder and got knocked out. See, when he comes up against strikers, Anthony Pettis, Ricardo Lamas, Paul Felder, Max Holloway, he loses. Against strikers, he gets knocked out.
Shit,
Frankie Edgar, Cub Swanson, Donald Cerrone,
God.
Jim Miller.
Who's letting him come back after so many knockouts? They should put a limit. They should cap you at so many knockouts. It's crazy.
So he hasn't had a good good run against strikers.
He's got some cash in the bank. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's got a lot of performance in that. Yeah, he does.
Shit.
Yes.
Hey, man. We need some funding. I'm going to go with... Yeah, man. I think I'm going to go with Oliveira, man.
Via submission?
Yeah.
I'm going David Tamer by knockout.
All right.
David Tamer knockout, second round.
So now Maya. I'm going to go with Lyman Good.
I'm going Lyman Good via decision.
Knockout. Damian Maya's been through a bit recently. I get, like I was saying before, that don't underestimate him, and that he's going to play his game plan to the end.
Yep.
And he won't let it just happen. But damn, man, 5.7. That's a high rate of fucking shots. Isn't that one of the highest?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that might be one of the highest.
Quite high. Yeah.
Significant strikes as well.
Quite high.
Does not do any takedowns apparently.
That's the interesting thing. Damian Maia gets a, but he got 85% takedown defense.
Yeah, he threw. I think he's thrown one takedown and got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
You're going Lyman.
I'm gonna go Lyman.
You're going via knockout.
Via knockout. TKO knockout.
I'm going decision.
All right. So next, Aldo versus
Moicano.
Fuck man, I'm probably gonna go with Aldo just because it's Aldo. It's a hard fight though. This guy's always taken it to decision.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. This could even be a draw, man. This is such a good matchup. Shit.
How was Aldo? I can't remember Aldo's cardio in the Max fight. Did that play a role in his, or was it just max outpacing? Because Max is adjusting. Yeah,
I think it's max outpacing.
Okay.
I think Jose Aldo gets it done via decision.
Okay.
And then what do you think?
I think Aldo gets it done by TKO.
Okay. Then Assuncao versus Moraes. I'm going Marlon Moraes via decision.
Shit, man, these are hard fights. These are hard fights. I wouldn't.
They're very close matchups. Yeah, they're very close matchups.
Oh, fuck those last three.
Yeah.
That's a fucking big call. I watched his last fight. I watched Marlon's last fight. I keep forgetting they can't see the screen as well. I keep forgetting they're on a podcast sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
I think I've done that like 4 times today.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I think I'll go with Marlon.
Marlon Moraes via
knockout TKO.
Knockout TKO.
Yeah, well, he's on 2 first round knockouts.
I feel like we need to have like a little game between both of us.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Should we start that this week?
Yeah, we should get on that, and whoever loses does something.
Or maybe at the end of the year.
No.
I mean, it's a good way to start.
Every week, $100.
What do you reckon? Should we start this week?
Yeah, we can get something.
Or should we start it next week on the pay per view next week?
Yeah, we can figure something out.
I feel like we need to do something like that. Makes it
maybe next week, but
makes it. Yeah, we'll sort it out for next week. Sort it out for next week.
All right. Was there anything else you wanted to cover this week?
I think that's it. I think
it's been a tough episode though. I feel like this one. There hasn't been the most amount of
It's
information.
hard. I guess it's hard because, in terms of content, this week there's really not a lot. These are the types of episodes that we'd love to have a fighter come in and we can sort of interview them and have a discussion with them.
Yeah.
It makes it hard. We are growing, but not enough for people to want to talk to us.
Not enough people to not leave us unseen.
So yeah, like I said last week, it's open door policy. Any fighters, any organisations that want to come on and have a chat to us, we're all happy to open our hearts and souls and our platform to spread the word of the Lord. But yeah, I think these are episodes that we would love to have somebody on. So apologies for the low news week this week.
It's been tough.
It's you still got the Bellator card. We've got the UFC card coming up this weekend. It's one of those cards that people aren't really interested in because there's not many people that they know that's fighting.
Yeah,
but it's good for the casual fans that kind of like MMA. It's good to go and watch these types of cards because at the end of the day, there's some really, really exciting fights on these cards as well. You get some highlight reel knockouts as well, submissions, etc. So,
all right then.
I think we're done.
All good.
All right.
No worries.
Thank you for listening.
See you guys later.
Arrivederci.